There are renewed calls tonight for City Hall to explain its homeless outreach program, and the man in charge of it all was on the hot seat in front of the City Council. CBS 2's Aundrea Cline-Thomas has this.
Overnight, officers clear the train cars, and outreach teams offer to take the chronically homeless to a shelter in hopes to link them to more services. Others are taken to the hospital. But what happens to them?
Once they're in the hospital, who's tracking their whereabouts?
Where we'll keep focusing on those individuals who we're bringing into shelter.
It's still unclear if any follow-up is provided, despite being added in the city's count that touts the program as a success. So far, of the hundreds of homeless the city has been in contact with, fewer than 15% remain connected to the system. These pictures from the New York Post and the city newspapers showing overcrowding at the 30th Street men's shelter may explain why.
Before the pandemic, the congregate shelters were a problem. Now, during it, glaring problem.
More than 650 people have contracted COVID-19 in the shelter system. Nearly 80 have died. Thousands of single adults have been moved from shelters to commercial hotels. Now some are going straight from the subways to a hotel, bypassing traditional shelters altogether. A move homeless advocates say should be far more widespread.
We're going to continue to move people out of our congregate shelters each week to continue to promote social distancing and harm reduction.
But as the weather gets warmer and the homeless know riding the subway all night is not an option.
Now they're leaving the train stations and working their way into our parks, and we don't see the same enforcement.
We have 24/7 outreach throughout the city.
Commissioner Banks says more contact is being made with the homeless than ever before. Each time, the city still calls it a win, even if so many eventually walk away from getting help. Aundrea Cline-Thomas, CBS 2 News.